my just been shot. Oh my God.
Did you guys see the person that shot him?
I just know they was in a blue Dodge.
A blue Dodge?
I think somebody was out here shooting.
Where at?
It was a blue Dodge Avenger or Dart.
Was nothing short of an execution. And that's how we treat it. And if you are involved in any way, maybe there's a different story that I haven't heard that you can come tell me. Maybe I have it wrong. My name is Detective Scott Polgar. I'm with the Columbus Police Homicide Unit, and I'm the lead detective for the homicide of Lante Hughes. I think that he had a good group of friends, and then he had a group of friends that kind of led him astray. You know, he's not a violent kid, certainly well loved by his family, you know, lots of friends, lots of family, very likable guy. And unfortunately, you know, he got tangled up with people that are a little more dangerous than he was used to being around, and it unfortunately it cost him his life. So it was August 6, 2021, and officers were called to Chatford Square, which is the far east side of Columbus, on a report of a shooting. Upon their arrival, they located a Jeep Wrangler which had been wrecked, also had been struck by multiple gunshot wounds. And when they arrived, they found Lante in the driver's seat, and he had been struck multiple times by gunfire. And Columbus Fire responded to the scene as well, and they pronounced him deceased there at the scene. We determined that he arrived at this apartment complex with another person, and that person has been identified and has been interviewed. We were able to tell through witness accounts and through video that they met up with at least two people in a blue Dodge Dart. And that blue Dodge Dart turns out to be the suspect vehicle. And we have surveillance video of it coming and surveillance video of it leaving, but we don't have the incident on video. We've done an exhausting search of the city in another county as well for a Dodge Dart, and we've conducted search warrants on multiple Dodge Darts. I think you could see that there is a dent on one side, got some tinted windows, the rims stand out, but as I've come to learn, looking at every Dodge Dart that I see in Columbus, they are very similar. We just haven't found the right one. So in the course of our investigation, we conducted 9 separate search warrants to include Mr. Hughes' cell phone, which provided some additional information. We've interviewed 27 people in this case, and we've come to a conclusion that, you know, there's a couple different theories of why this happened, and my team and I believe that one of the theories is more likely than the other, and that even the person that he was with may have been involved in this homicide. And if you go back to that day of 2021, it was a beautiful day. It was hot. There was a lot of people inside that heard gunshots. I mean, we heard a lot of people heard gunshots.
Who got shot?
I don't know. I mean, he's in a Jeep Wrangler. He's in a black Jeep Wrangler.
But there's the one person out there that I'm sure saw more than we know, or hasn't stepped forward for whatever the case may be. And there's a lot of people within a group that knows the suspects that have heard the suspects discuss it, or know somebody that has the Dodge Dart that hopefully, you know, they recognize and they say, I know exactly who has that Dodge Dart. Mr. Hughes, unfortunately, was well loved by his family. He was not a criminal, but he got himself entangled with a violent group of people, and it cost him his life. And I know that these violent group of people talk, and somebody bragged to somebody, somebody discussed it, somebody was there that maybe didn't realize what was going to happen between the person that he was with prior to and the people that he was engaged with at the scene, who, you know, may or may not be involved in some gang activity. I think this was a setup, and they either took the money he came to get his stuff back with, or a dispute took place, and, you know, but he was shot while sitting in his car, cold-blooded, and it was unnecessary. And and they need to be held accountable for their actions. Best way to pass any information on it directly would be to me, and my number is 614-645-4196, or S. Polgar, which is SPOLGAR @columbuspolice.org. And then of course Crime Stoppers. If you're not comfortable with reaching out to me directly, then go to Crime Stoppers.